Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. And in today's video we're gonna be looking at this beautiful Divination palette by Blend Bunny in collaboration with Robert Welsh. I'm gonna create multiple looks. I don't know yet how many, but I want to do 5. Maybe we're gonna do more if I'm gonna have time. And I'm gonna show you what you can do with this palette. I'm gonna swatch this palette and you're gonna see every single shade on my eyes and in the swatches as well. So hopefully that will be useful to you. And in case you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, I love eyeshadows especially. I love indie brands, I love indie brands. And I love a color story that kind of makes me try something new. And speaking of new and kind of trying something unknown for me, this look is one of those that I've just I haven't done anything similar yet, and I'm so happy that I tried this. Like, it is just so fun. So let me show you all the looks and the swatches and everything, and hopefully you will enjoy that. So I have another review for you today, and a brand that I've never tried before, and it's the Blend Body Cosmetics palette. I actually have had this maybe for even like 2 weeks now, or is it even more? I don't know. Like, I've had this one for a while, but I've been reviewing a lot of things and I've been going through my project plan, and I just had no time to film in the evenings, and definitely not in the afternoon, in the mornings. So I just, it was a lot. But today we're gonna start. I think I'm gonna do like, well, I'm definitely gonna have to do more than 3 looks, that's for sure. This palette has, is it 30 shades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it has 30 shades. So I think we're gonna have to do like 5 looks with this. So it's gonna take me a while to film, but I wanted to try this because I've been kind of on the fence with Blend Bunny, and I've been kind of trying to figure out if I should buy their palettes because I don't love their layouts. I've heard amazing things about the quality, about everything. I kind of like their packaging too. This one is the best one in my opinion, but I've liked some of their packaging before, but I don't like the layout. I don't like the rows and like the color story. Like, I want to have fun, and I I know that if I want to do yellow look, I should use all yellows, or like yellow and brown. Like, I know that. I think everybody can create a monochromatic look, but the real kind of struggle comes when you try to like pair colors that aren't maybe that usual together or stuff like that. And I don't think that the palettes that they have allow that, unless you actually know how to use colors and you know a lot about color theory, and like you have already a really creative mind. But sometimes I'm kind of like in a rut and I can't figure out what to do. Like, I know I kind of want to do like a yellow, but I don't know what to do, or like what to use next to it, and I just don't want to do monochromatic look. And also I don't want to repeat looks I've already done a million times. So I think having a color story that has kind of like the kind of jumbled up colors, you can see quads or 6 pans or 9 pans of shades that you wouldn't normally see elsewhere, and it can inspire you. So that's just kind of my little problem with this brand, but I've really wanted to try them for a long time, like at least from the middle of last year. Like, I've definitely wanted to. And when they created this collaboration, I knew I needed to have this because I love Robert. I've been watching him for years and years, and he's such an amazing person, and I love his work so much, and I love the packaging and the color story and the theming. Like, it's all perfect. It came with a paper sleeve. I took that out, and then let's see, I don't want to blind you. There's the how do you call it, like the plastic thing, and you have a huge mirror, like it's a huge mirror. And then you have this wonderful color story. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, well, I'm gonna try to use every single shade in this palette, but the neutral row will be hard for me because I don't really wear neutrals all that often. Like I'm not a neutral person. I kind of do like this like peachy kind of brown, but I don't know how much I'm gonna use the rest of the browns. The other shades look amazing. Like the I love the greens, obviously love the yellow row, like the yellow with the kind of orangey yellow. It's just so pretty. The blues, the pinks, like it is wonderful color story. The first kind of color story that I saw, or like look that I saw that isn't monochromatic, is using like the deeper gray with the black and then this neon yellow. And then I think we could do this duochrome because it's like a teal to blue to kind of like almost purpley blue. I really want to try at some point the shade Ball because it's a brown, but it looks like it has like a holochrome sparkle in it, which is nice. Like if you're gonna do neutral shimmers, make them interesting. I think that's a good rule. By the way, I'm so surprised by how small the pants are. Like they're normal. How is it called? Square. They're normal square pants. I think it's the same size as the like, for example, the Avatar collection from Little. Let me actually check that, but I think it's the same size. Let's see. Yeah, my naked eye is telling me that it's the same size, which these pants from the Avatar collection are slightly smaller than the normal like single shades from Little, which I don't know what the size is, but it's like the standard size. So this is slightly smaller than the standard magnetic square pants, which is great. Like if I'm gonna have this many shades, I don't want a big pants. I think you have like 34 grams of product, 34.7 grams of product, or 1.22 ounces, and it's 30 shades, as I said. By the way, this packaging, the crystal ball is kind of like raised. Maybe you'll be able to see that. It's so cool. Like I love this. But yeah, let's start with, where do I want to start, honestly? Yeah, we're gonna start with the shade Mirrors. I already have my primer on. I have the Beauty Bay eyeshadow primer. And I'm just gonna take this Sigma Diffused Blend E24. It's like one of my favorite crease brushes. We're gonna pick it up. Oh, it picks up a lot and there's no fallout, at least none that I can see. Let me actually get rid of the creasing because I've been talking for forever. Wow, yeah, that is pigmented. Okay, that is really pigmented. I haven't swatched this palette yet, by the way. I'm gonna probably swatch it like at least after the first 3 looks, but I think I'm gonna swatch it after the last look because lately I've been kind of swatching the palette like as I'm editing the footage for the review, you know, like sometimes I would just kind of listen to, like if I know that the footage I'm currently kind of, oh my god, what is happening here with my hair? That I'm currently editing doesn't really have any visual problems, and I'm just kind of checking the sound and everything, and if I haven't said something wrong or if there wasn't like a weird sound in the background, I would do other things while editing. Like, you know, it takes forever to edit and like I don't have that much time. So what I sometimes do is that I would create the swatch B-roll while doing that. Okay, this is such a nice gray. Like, it is gray. It's so nice. It blended out itself. Like, I don't think I did any blending out, and it is blended out somehow. I mean, it is the kind of like a magical palette, right? Like Divination, it's kind of like magic inspired. But I didn't know I can do that. That's definitely a surprise for me. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna. No, I'm gonna do the other eye. Sometimes I try to like save up time and do like one eye and then the other eye off camera. But honestly, if I'm not gonna do the exact same steps, it's gonna turn out wonky and uneven. Because like it looks different at this stage and at the like finishing stages, and sometimes I just can't make them even if I start late. So yeah, but I love this shade, and I pretty much never wear grays. I've recently, like very recently, kind of started to like try them out, you know, but I've been very safe with them so far. Well, kinda. I've been kind of safe with them. Because I'm still kind of like testing the waters, and it's not a color that really fits with my features and stuff, but it's just so cool and I love it. And I just lately I've been really into like that dark aesthetics. I mean, I've always kind of been, but lately it's been getting worse. So, oh yeah, this is so pretty. Okay, we're gonna do the neon yellow next. So, where do I, well, Jesus Christ, where do I have a nice brush? Okay, the shade is called In the Stars, which is a really fitting shade name, and it's beautiful. It's like very, very neon yellow. This one, this one does have some kick up in the pan, but honestly, that happens. Wow, that happens all the times with neon. Like neons are just very dusty, and they're just really hard to formulate. They're hard to press. They're hard to use sometimes. But this feels so soft on the eyes. Sometimes, well, a lot of the times, neons are very gritty for some reason. Like they're, you can feel them on the lid for some reason. And yeah, this, I don't, wow, I don't feel it at all. Okay, you know what? It only had a bit of kick up in the first kind of when I first touched it with the brush, but now it's okay. So okay, I do get the hype. I think I do get the hype, but we'll see how easy it's gonna be for me to come up with looks. Like I can definitely see another look, what kind of two looks, and then I have one that I'm kind of like maybe. So yeah, I have like 2.5 looks plus this, which is good considering that I want to do 5 looks. And if I'm not gonna be able to use some shades in this review, like what are you gonna do? It's a really big palette, and I usually don't like big palettes for multiple reasons, but this is one of the reasons. I want to be able to show you every single shade in a review and use it normally. Like I'm not trying to fit 15 shades on one makeup look, in one makeup look. It just, then you have nothing to take from that, and it's just, you know, I feel like it's just annoying. So yeah, and I usually do like 3 matte shades on the upper lid, and sometimes if I don't want to do the same thing on the lower lash line, I would do like fourth matte shade there, and then like usually 3 shimmer shades. Sometimes I do another one on the lower lash line. So it's maximum of 8 shades per look. I usually don't do more, and I don't do these like super complicated cut creasy looks because realistically, like unless I have genuine plan and genuine like idea, I usually don't care for that. It's just, I'm just not the type of person, and I've come to terms with that. Now, MAC, the beautiful, it looks like charcoal black. I know that Robert likes black, like pitch black, but in the pan, it kind of looks like charcoal black. So I'm interested to see, okay, that is pigmented. I'm interested to see how it's gonna actually look on the eye. Yeah, that's very black. I stand corrected. It's, yeah, it's black. It's absolutely black. And it blends so nicely. Black is sometimes really hard to use because it just, you know, it's a little B word sometimes. But this one feels really nice and it blends so seamlessly. Like, obviously I'm blending it into the gray shade, so that shouldn't be a problem, but still, blacks are sometimes really complicated, and there aren't that many brands that I actually like go for when it comes to blacks. I love Gourmand Girls formula. Like, their black shades, so good, genuinely amazing. I do love the black from the Fire palette by Little, the like Avatar: The Last Airbender palette. That one has really nice black, and then the Sugar Drizzle Elements of Evil palette. That one has also really good black. But you know, it's hard to formulate it, and a lot of brands kind of make it like charcoal, or they create like blackened other colors, like blackened purple or blue or whatever. I just want pitch black. This look, I don't think I've ever done a look like that. Like, I did black and yellow, but it was more like vibrant yellow. I don't think I've ever done with this look with gray, and man, that's so good. And do you see how the black blends so seamlessly into the gray? Like, I don't know if the camera will do that justice, and yes, I have a little bit of fallout here. It is such a seamless blend. I mean, I know that the brand is called Blend Bunny, but wow. Okay. I did not expect that. This is just, I feel like I've been just kind of like hovering with this brush and it somehow blended itself. Maybe we need like exorcist or something. But wow, yeah. Well, should I use the same shades on the lower lash line or should I do something else? Because I want to use the shade Oracle on the lip. Well, or should I? Should I? Now that I'm looking at it, I kind of want to. Jesus Christ, this is so hard. You know what? Maybe I will use it on the lower lash line. Okay, I'm gonna take the shade Horoscope. This beautiful, deep, inky, like bluish turquoisey color. It's so beautiful. And I'm gonna use that on the outer part of the lower lash line to just have like a little bit of a different color and blend it into the outer corner, but like not using the same shades, I guess. And I think I'm gonna be kind of forced to do that for a lot of these looks to be able to show you most of the shades, or preferably all of the shades. I still don't know what I'm gonna do with the neutrals. Like, I can use maybe one of them with the yellow, but that's about it. Just don't like neutrals, okay? Kill me, but just, it's not my journey, it's not my vibe, it's just not something that I enjoy. Okay, so I'm kind of, okay, I'm in love with this look already. I can actually imagine myself doing all matte looks with this palette, which is crazy because I don't like all matte looks, but there's something about the way that these blend together that I feel like it will be so easy and so pretty, and I have to rethink my life right now. That is... wow. Okay, I'm gonna use the NYX glitter primer because I don't know how their shimmers look like without the primer. Maybe I should try that at some point, but I never really do that. I always use the NYX glitter primer because I just like the way that shimmers look with it. And I don't know, I feel like the shimmers always stay better on my eyes. And I have kind of a creasy eyelids and kind of oily as well, so I don't really want to... I don't know, like, why to make it difficult for yourself if you don't have to? That's kind of the thing for me. And I'm gonna use a little bit of the clinic primer on the lower lash line as well, just to make the shade stick better and not have it all over my face and in my eye. That's like the main concern. I don't like having shimmers in my eyeball. It's just not really fun. And now, I think I'm gonna start with the lower lash line since the area is still sticky. So I'm just gonna take like a basic brush and we're gonna use the shade Oracle. It looks so pretty. Oh yeah, I love these shades. Like, especially lately, I've been really into these kind of turquoisey blue, purple shades. There's something so soothing about them. Yeah, this is so pretty. This is a perfect mermaid shade. Okay, that is beautiful shade. I'm gonna start with the shade Hermit because it looks like the sparkliest silver that I've ever seen. Like, it has so many little shiny particles, and I just want to see how that will look on the eye. Because again, like, lately I've been really into that, especially... oh yeah, that is sparkly. Especially with like the neon-y lighter, or like either neon-y or like pastel-y looks and pastel shades. I don't know. It is so pretty. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it is so sparkly. But it's also like dark. You know, it's just dark and then there's the sparkles inside. And it is so pretty. I'm kind of surprised that there's only like 2 purples in here. And then the lighter one is pink, because I would assume that at least half of the palette would be purple. But I guess that's what I like about this, that it's just that Robert managed to surprise us. Okay, and now I'm gonna take... God, where is it? Okay, here. The Cindy Beauty EO1. Just one of my favorite brushes for the inner corner. And I'm gonna take the shade Scry. I'm gonna have to find out what that means. But yeah, this looks like a very beautiful kind of lime yellow. And I just really want to use that one in the inner, like, 3rd or 4th of the lid, and in the inner corner as well. It's just... oh yeah, that is beautiful. And it is a very soft formula. Like, I love this, and I don't think I'm gonna have problem with creasing, at least so far. Both are like all 3 of the shades, even in the pan, like, they don't look like they're gonna crease on me, which is amazing. That's exactly what I would hope for, kind of. In the inner corner as well. Yeah, this is beautiful shade. I can see myself using this shimmer shade all the time. Now I'm gonna slightly re-intensify the matte neon-y shade, just a little bit, just right above the shimmer. And I'm gonna take my EO5 from Cinch and I'm gonna reapply a little bit of the black in the outer corner. Just like a little bit. Okay, so here is the look finished. I've kind of added a couple of things. I decided to wear fake lashes today just because, I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling like wearing mascara, and I haven't worn lashes in a long time, and I have a new ones from V Cosmetics, and these ones are the One Love is the version of these. It isn't the best application because I don't know, I'm not good at using eyelashes and just kind of attaching them. It just, I don't know, maybe one day I'm gonna get better at it, but right now we're not there. So on my lower lash line I use the False Lashes mascara by Essence. I have the, as I said, the Beauty Bay primer and then a glitter primer, the Udens Eye Soul Manager liner in the shade 03. I wish I had my neon yellow from the Revolution Streamline. Kind of, I don't know how it's called. I think it's like the Streamline eyeliner from Revolution. That one is neon yellow, and it would look so good with this, but I don't have it here. I have the same brows as always, so the Rimmel Brow This Way pencil in the shade Blonde. It's the shade 03. Got to Be Brow Gel. I have the Super Stay Concealer by Maybelline. I have my Colourpop Super Shock blush in the shade Chiffon. It's my kind of like it's my Project Pan blush, and it's also in my December Shop My Stash. So this one, as you can see, I don't have much of it. And another new product, because I bought the Divination palette together with like my new Cinch brushes and a Cinch blush and a, what else was there? I think there was something else there and I can't remember. And I also bought the Oracle highlighter. It's the Oracle Chrome highlighter palette by Bella Beauty Bar. I love this look. Like, I genuinely love this look. I think it's so pretty. I've never done a look like this, and it's just so stunning. I just love this one. Let me actually turn the other light on. No, that's blue. Yeah, I feel like this one is definitely a better light that you can like see more, but also it kind of washes me out. So yeah, but here's kind of like a close-up. I love how the matte shades blended together. Like, it is insane, and the shimmers look really nice. I'm trying to figure out what they remind me, because they are reminding me some kind of a brand, but I can't put my finger on it. So I'm gonna have to search my collection and figure out which brand do they remind me of. Okay, so here is the final look number 2. I kind of decided to play with a couple different colors, mainly with like the yellow and blue and a little bit of the brown. And again, the blend of the matte stunning. Like, I think the matte is definitely where it's at for Blend Bunny. I decided to use my new Glistening Cosmetics split liner because I've ordered a this liner, then this juicy tint, lip tint from them. This one is in the shade Tamarind. I think that's how I pronounce that, but also, like, who knows? It's like a deep brown lip tint. And this split liner is called, I think, something like, yes, Seaside. It's so cute. I love these kind of weird color stories. And then I decided to try the falsies from yesterday. So it's the V Cosmetics One Love version. And today I was actually quite successful, especially this eye. This eye is perfect. This one has like a tiny bit of, you know, anger issues, I think. But it's fine. Unless you're like genuinely right in my face. I don't think you can see that. What else do I have? I used the Duo Lash Glue from... Is this Ardell or... I always forget what the brand actually is. But yeah, it's this green one. I've had this for forever and I just like it. I have the Joker Lip Oil with Vitamin E from Catrice to just kind of have something glossy on my lips. Then I've used the same primers as always, the same brows. I have the same Essence False Lashes mascara on my bottom lashes. I have the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Outer Space. It's just such a beautiful metallic deep turquoisey blue. Then I have again the Maybelline Super Stay Concealer. For my blush, I've tried a new product and it's the Cinch Beauty Silk Blush. And this one is in the shade... What are you called? Persistent Persimmon. Whatever. Then I have the Oracle Chrome Highlighter Palette by Bella Beauty Bar. And this time I've tried another shade and it's called the Sun. So I have it on my cheeks as a highlighter and also on my brow bone. Yeah. And oh my god, what is this strand here? So yeah, this is kind of how that looks like. I love the cheeks. Like, they're so pretty and just so fun. And let me actually change the light so that maybe you can see more detail. Okay. Yeah, I think you can see more detail with this. But I just love the eyes. I love how almond shaped they look with this makeup, because usually I have really round eyes, so it's just fun sometimes to, you know, experiment a little bit. Love the lips, love everything. Honestly, this is such a fun, cool look that I don't get to do a lot. Okay, so here is the third look, and today I kind of decided to go a bit neutral, and I think it's a really pretty look. Like, it's a very neutral look, but make it me, and I love it. So yeah, I think I would say this is like a perfect neutral look for me. Then in my inner corner and as my highlighter, I have the shade The High Baristas from the Oracle Chrome Highlighter Palette by Bella Beauty Bar. And as my blush, I have my Chiffon shade by Colourpop. It's the Super Shock blush that I've been panning lately, and I've been using literally every single day. Then I have the same primers as always, so the Beauty Bay and the NYX Glitter Primer, the same brows, the same concealer. Mascara is also the same. I have the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Glow in my waterline. And yeah, that's everything that I'm wearing today. I think it's a very pretty look. It's definitely not something that I would typically wear just because it's a bit too safe. But for the days that I'm like kind of really busy and I want to wear makeup but I don't want to overcomplicate things. Hi guys, so here's the last look with the Divination palette, and today I decided to do something that I don't really like a lot, and I usually don't go that route, and that is to use a blue with brown. I personally hate that combination, but I've tried to just kind of broaden my horizons with this and try something different. So I use the shade Hydromancy in the inner part. I have the shade Skeptic to kind of blend out the crease, and then I use the shade 13 to create this wing to just kind of make it more me. But like I think you can still see the brown quite a bit in the crease. It's just that the green just kind of make it more up my alley. But I still feel like the brown is very visible there, and I think that's kind of like a nice way for me to kind of dip into blues and browns together, because I can't go in head first. I really don't think I would enjoy that combination, so I have to kind of ease myself into that. Here's kind of like the close-up, and I think these are really pretty. Like I do like this a lot. I use the same product as yesterday, so like nothing changed. I just have the cream gel liner from Colourpop in the shade Brands, and on my face I have the chiffon blush as always, and then I have one of the shimmer shades from a Merry Christmas palette. It's the third one in the first column. It's like a pink gold type of shade, because I've been trying to use that up. So that's kind of all that I'm wearing today. And when it comes to the review of this palette, I am actually quite surprised at how many different looks I was able to create without doing anything monochromatic, and I think all of them turned out nice, and I think that they were quite creative. At least, like, in my opinion, I was definitely kind of worried that this color story will not really make me creative, and I will just do like I will just show you like literally just like 6 looks all with different rows. But I'm happy that that didn't happen. I still think that it's probably gonna be really hard for me to come up with looks. Like obviously I was able to do these, and I can see maybe like 2 or 3 more looks that aren't monochromatic. I mean, I can always do like yellow with blue, yellow with brown, yellow with purple, yellow with gray. Like I can always go that route because I just, for some reason, really like yellow in the inner corner. I can do that with the light green, so I can kind of alternate between the shades in the stars and money. But then I'm kind of having trouble to figure out looks. So yeah, I can kind of mix and match the lightest shades, especially the four colorful ones, with the other darker shades, but then I kind of don't know what to do else. We'll say this quote here, the two deeper blues and the two deeper purples, they are so similar to each other. It's a little bit better on the eye than in the pan, but I feel like they're really similar to each other. Even the two browns here, like, there's not that much difference between them. At least the two greens, like, one is more yellow and one is more blue, but overall, I think I really like it. The mattes are so easy to blend. They're wonderful formula. Like, I love the mattes. The shimmers are very standard shimmers. Some of the browner, some of the brown ones, and also the shade Psychic, creased a bit because they are like that very soft formula, almost like Lunar Beauty, but Lunar Beauty creases a lot for me. This one is similar in texture and in the lightweight feeling, and that almost like you have nothing on, like you don't feel it at all on your face. But it doesn't crease as much as the Lunar Beauty, but I did have some creasing. And even today, I've made this look multiple hours ago. I can't remember. I think it was like 6 in the morning when I finished the look, or a little bit after 6 in the morning. And now it's like 8 in the evening. So, and I did have to reapply some of the shimmers, like to just kind of pat them on, because it didn't fully crease, but they just kind of disappeared a little bit. And that's what happens when you have these really soft formulas that have no grit to them or no like body to them, is that especially when you have oilier lids, either the oil will just completely break it apart and you have like lines and creases all over your lid, or it just kind of eats up the shimmer and there's nothing left and you just can't find it on the lid. So that's kind of where I'm struggling with this, and I will probably have to use them with some kind of grittier toppers, or like, you know, just like better toppers that have a bit of body to keep the pigment and everything on and also make it more shiny. Because this formula, I love the shade Oracle, the duochrome blue purple, kind of like teal blue and going to purple, because that one is so extremely sparkly. Like, that one is awesome. It is so beautifully sparkly. Then it was the shade Hermit. That one also sparkles a lot for the fact that it's like a black based kind of like gunmetal shade. It sparkles really nicely. The shade Crystal is also very nice. And then which one was the one that was like super sparkly? Like, was it Lucky? No. Oh, it was the shade Vision, the light green one. That one also I feel like had quite a bit of sparkle, but the Oracle is definitely the best when it comes to sparkles, and I think it looks the best on the eyes as well. And I don't think there was creasing, at least I don't remember any creasing. But I think I will definitely use this palette more for the matte shades, and then the shimmers will be just like a base layer to then layer it with something more. I am surprised that the palette actually isn't that big. Like, I was really expecting to have like a giant palette in my hands, but it's actually not that big, and it's surprisingly easy to store. At least, like, I was definitely expecting this to be a lot less easy. I have the lens collection here. It came, I think, like a week after this, so I've had that for like a week here. I have the liner palette and the eyeshadow palette, and I want to review it at some point, but I think next week for me it's gonna be more about using up my, or like using my Project Pan products to really get some uses in them, since I've spent like almost the whole week reviewing this one. But yeah, I'll have a lot of reviews coming up, probably towards the end of the month and beginning of January. Yeah, it is what it is. I usually try to play with the palette immediately because I know that's when I'm the most excited about the new product. But also, like, I've been reviewing a lot and I just want to rotate my collection and also have just a little bit more, just a little time for myself. That's it for me. So let me know which look was your favorite, if you liked any. Let me know if you bought this palette or if you're like interested in this color story. If you would want me to dupe this, definitely write it down below. I technically could. I think I have shades for most of these. Yeah, I think I could be like should it should work, I think. I should be able to dupe this. So if you want that, let me know. And I hope you'll have a wonderful day and I'll be very happy to see you tomorrow. So, bye!